Good morning, learners. Welcome to your virtual class of English. Today we will start doing our sixth unit of practice book, that is modals. Okay, so children, all the sentences given in worksheet 1, let's read them out. That bag is very small. You may carry it on the plane as hand baggage. Could you shut the door, please? You ought to make amends for your bad behavior. If you talk, you will get punished. The underlined words are modals. Children, all the words that are underlined, may, could, ought, will, these are modal verbs. Now, what is the significance of using modals in the sentences? Let's understand it with the help of its definition. Words that express attitudes like permission, request, suggestion, advice, threat, etc. are called modals. So children, words that shows or that express permission, request, suggestion, advice, threat are called modals or modal verbs. Now here in first sentence, that bag is very small. You may carry it on the plane as hand baggage. So here in this verb, in this sentence, may is a modal verb and it is showing us that the person can carry, may carry it on the plane. That means it is showing us, or it is expressing the expression of permission. It is giving the permission. Could you shut the door, please? Here, could is used as the expression of request. Could has been used here to make a request. Now, you ought to make. Here, ought to make means this is a necessity, an obligation, or a duty that one should perform. Okay. So ought has been used here to show the expression of duty. Here, if you talk, you will get punished. Here, will has been used here to threat, to give an expression of threat. It has been used to give a threat to someone. So, let us do this table. Put a tick against the modal used in each one of the attitudes suggested above. One has been done for you. So here children, the first modal is permission. So why do we use this expression? Why do we use what are the modal verbs that we can use to give permission or to take permission? Now can be used for the permission purpose, could and may and shall. Request can be used, in request, while making a request we can use modal verb can, could and would. Now threat or warning, in case of threat or warning we can use will, modal verb. Advice or suggestion, when we have to make an advice or we have to give a suggestion to someone, that time we can use should, modal verb. Necessity, in case of necessity and duty we can use must, modal verb. Alright, and ought to. Here permission, to take permission or to give permission we can use can and may. Now what is the difference between these two modal verbs? Can be used for seeking or giving a permission in a friendly way. In a friendly way means if you are seeking or giving a permission to your friend or to your parents or to your family, any other member of your family, that time you can use can. Can modal verb can be used informally, but may modal verb is used to take permission or to give permission in a formal way. Formal way means if you are taking permission from your principal sir or from your teacher sir, ma'am, or any other officer, that time you should use may modal verb to take or to give permission. All right. Now, let's learn the examples. Can you please borrow me a CD? If you are talking to your friend, then that time we can use can. Can I help you completing your assignment? Here, children, we can use can in case of seeking or giving permission to our family members or to our friends. But may can be used when we are taking or giving permission officially, or we are asking permission from our sir or principal sir or teacher, any other teacher. Okay, or if you are working in any other department, then you can take permission, or you can give permission, okay, in this way. May I come in, sir? May we leave the class, sir? So this is the formal way to ask or to give permission. Next is request. Okay, so what are the modal verbs that we can use to give to make a request? Examples: would you please stop making noise in the corridor? Would you please stop making noise in the corridor? Would you please post these letters today? Would you please call the doctor? Could you please pass the salt? So here, children, these two modal verbs can be used to make requests. So would and could both can be used to make requests. Okay, in place of would here, you can also use could modal verb. Okay, to give suggestion or advice, you can use these modal verbs like should, ought to. You ought to keep your house locked. You ought to listen to your parents and elders. You should wear proper walking shoes. You should carry a sweater with you. So these are the modal verbs that we can use to make suggestions or to give advice. Now, for the threat or warning, we use will modal verb to threaten someone or to give warning to someone. Okay, if you touch my things again, I will thrash you. I will register a complaint against you if you do not follow the rules. I will leave the room at once if you do not listen to me. If you talk, you will get punished. So here you can see in all the sentences I have used will, because will can be used for both cases, for threatening someone or to give warning to someone. So that's all for today. I hope you all have understood the concept of modal verbs, where which modal verb we use for request, which for permission, which for threat or warning, and which for advice and suggestions. So in next worksheets we'll make some sentences related to these modal verbs. Thank you and have a nice day. Bye bye.